Another thing to do in an interview or your job search is to keep track of all of your good press, all of your kudos. Whenever I get a compliment in an instant message, whenever I get an award or anything like that, I make a note of it. I'll screenshot it. I will, copy down the URL or whatever it is. I actually have a Google Drive that I call, well, a folder in a Google Drive that I call Good Press. And in here, I have kept a recording of the various good things that people have said about me or positive reviews or whatever. And I will occasionally sprinkle these things on my LinkedIn, on my Facebook. Well, my Facebook's private, so employers and interviewers wouldn't be looking at it. But my LinkedIn, certainly. My blog, things like that. I keep track of all these things. Over here, a student in one of my other courses said, I found your lecture videos are really clear and helpful, and so on. That was very good. I was interviewed for a Market Scale, which is like an online magazine sort of thing, about security applications of the Raspberry Pi computer. I've got a screen capture of a post I made to a mailing list like years and years and years ago to show how long I have been active in this business. I've got some messages, also I got good feedback from somebody. Thank you. This is a huge win. You rock. Thank you. Thanks again. I've got lots of this kind of stuff. I've had a number of good messages recently from coworkers. I teach a class, multiple classes at UCSD Extension. I got very good ratings from my students, all greens, 5 out of 5 or very nearly so. Course rating 4.92. I've got lots of stuff like this. This is all good promotional material for me, and you should be keeping stuff like this also. Now, some of these messages down here, they have, especially the instant messages, they have my boss's name or coworkers' names in them. I will be very careful about how I use those publicly. If I post them somewhere, I'll usually fuzz out the person's name or something, or redact it basically. Depending on the situation, I may not want to bring their name into it, but I can always provide them as a reference if an employer really wants to talk to them. And of course, also when I am screen capturing and these messages, I make sure that I am not including any kind of sensitive company proprietary information or anything. Just the kudos, just the you rock, the congrats, good job. That project was a huge success, that sort of thing. Or when I do interviews or when I have something come out in a Google search result that reflects well on me, I'll screen capture all that kind of stuff and store it so that I can use it for those kinds of, you might say, self-promotional type reasons. You want to be your own best cheerleader. You want to toot your own horn in terms of what you can do. Not bragging, not BSing. Do it in an amicable and professional way, but you really want to be able to show off your accomplishments. And even if you're just getting started in your career, you will occasionally get compliments. Whatever it is that you're doing, even if it's something entry level, you want to make note of that. And even when it comes to getting a raise, right? When it comes to getting a promotion, if you screen capture all that kind of stuff, you might find a tactful way to use it to remind your boss what a great job you have done. Sometimes people have short memories. They'll remember your mistakes, but they won't necessarily remember your successes. If you've got a good boss and you're in a healthy work environment, they'll tend to remember your successes also. But people are people and it doesn't always go that way. So I recommend keeping track of your successes and being prepared to use them to your advantage.